Finally, Hoyoverse has dropped the drip marketing for Lauma, the character who truly stole the spotlight during the 5.8 live stream. While the version 6.0 beta has been out for a while now, we believe this is the perfect moment to take a deeper dive into her kit and explore what she brings to the table. In this video, we'll break down everything from her normal attacks to her signature weapon and examine how she fits into the upcoming meta. Now, let's take a closer look at how Lauma stands out. As a Dendro Catalyst user, she's part of the Frost Moon Scions, a mysterious group tied to the moon goddess in the Nod Krai region. Right from her trailer debut, where she transforms into a graceful, deer-like figure, it's clear that Lauma carries a unique, ethereal vibe. But what's really fascinating is how her playstyle is designed around triggering and enhancing bloom-based reactions, with a new reaction called Lunar Bloom taking center stage. Her normal and charged attacks appear simple at first, a 3-hit combo dealing Dendro damage. But it's Lauma's charged attack that introduces an interesting twist. When activated, it shifts her into the Spirit Shift mode, transforming her into the Spirit Envoy of the Silent Grove. During this phase, Lauma can continuously sprint for up to 10 seconds, benefiting from increased interruption resistance and the ability to double jump, though at the cost of extra stamina. When this Spirit Shift duration ends, her charged attack changes into Prayer of Summoning, a short chant that deals AoE Dendro damage. This mechanic gives her kit a rhythmic flow, where her offensive options shift depending on timing, making her agile and mobile during Spirit Shift, and more grounded but burst-ready when it expires. Lauma's elemental skill, Hallowed Hymn, Eternal Slumber, is another key component of her kit. It summons the Frost Grove Sanctuary, and its behavior changes depending on whether you tap or hold the skill. A simple tap performs a Prayer of the Hunt that delivers area Dendro damage, straightforward and effective. However, if you hold the skill and Lauma has at least one dew drop, things get much more exciting. She consumes up to 3 dew drops to cast Lullaby of Eternal Rest, dealing both regular area Dendro damage and additional damage from Lunar Bloom reactions. Each dew drop consumed grants her Moonchant stacks, which fuel her burst abilities. Even better, every hit from Lauma or the Frost Grove Sanctuary reduces enemy Dendro and Hydro resistances, a crucial mechanic for bloom-based teams. Her elemental burst, Hallowed Hymn, the Moon of Many Hearts, is an absolute game-changer. It starts by giving Lauma 18 Pale Hymn stacks, which are consumed when team members trigger Bloom, Burgeon, Hyper Bloom, or Lunar Bloom reactions. These stacks enhance the damage of the trigger reactions and scale with Lauma's elemental mastery. The kicker is that if Lauma gains any Moonchant stacks before or within 15 seconds of using her burst, each stack gets converted into 6 more Pale Hymn stacks, potentially bringing the total to 36 per burst cycle. These stacks are consumed per enemy hit, making her incredibly effective in multi-target scenarios, especially in AoE Bloom or Burgeon teams. Her passive talents add another layer of depth. One of them, Light of the Frosty Night, makes all Bloom-type reactions triggered by the party crit with a flat 15% critical rate and 100% critical damage. This is a huge deal because normally these reactions couldn't crit unless you were using specific setups. But here it's baseline and it stacks with other bonuses, opening up a new build path for elemental mastery-focused characters who can now also scale with crit. Another passive increases her scaling with Elemental Mastery, boosting the damage of the Frost Grove Sanctuary and reducing the cooldown of Spirit Shift, making her rotation smoother. Then there's Moonshine's Blessing, which converts all Bloom reactions triggered by the party into Lunar Bloom reactions, further scaling damage based on her EM. Lauma's Constellations take her abilities to the next level. At C1, after using her skill or burst, she gains the Thread of Life state for 20 seconds. This state makes Lunar Bloom reactions heal the active character for a massive 500% of Lauma's EM. It also extends the duration of Spirit Shift by 5 seconds and reduces stamina costs by 40%, allowing her to stay mobile longer. At C2, her burst becomes even stronger, with Bloom, Burgeon, and Hyper Bloom reactions gaining a 500% bonus damage based on her EM, while Lunar Bloom reactions get a 250% boost. At C4, Lauma generates energy from hits of the Frost Grove Sanctuary, making her rotation smoother. But her C6 is the true monster. It allows the Sanctuary to deal an additional instance of AoE Dendro damage, treated as Lunar Bloom reaction damage and scaling off 320% of her EM. This doesn't consume Palehim stacks, and it even generates new ones, refreshing their duration. Lauma can trigger this up to 8 times per Sanctuary. Additionally, her normal attacks gain a new effect, consuming 1 Palehim to deal 200% EM scaling Lunar Bloom damage that ignores infusions. Her signature catalyst is built to amplify both her personal performance and her team's output. With 542 base attack and 265 elemental mastery, it's the perfect weapon for Lauma. When she deals Dendro damage with her skill, she gains 60 elemental mastery for 4.5 seconds. When nearby teammates trigger Lunar Bloom, she gains another 60 EM for 10 seconds. But here's the kicker. When both buffs are active simultaneously, the entire party gets a significant boost to Bloom, Hyper Bloom, and Lunar Bloom damage, even when Lauma is off-field. Lauma is shaping up to be a foundational character for Lunar Bloom teams. Whether you're a Dendro main, a Bloom enthusiast, or someone looking for a unit with a unique playstyle, Lauma brings something fresh to the table. She offers utility, healing, debuffing, amplification, and full synergy with Nod Krai mechanics. Let me know what you think down in the comments, and who are you planning to pair her with? I'd love to hear your team ideas. And of course, if you want more breakdowns like this for upcoming characters, kit overviews, meta-analysis, and speculation, don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.
All right, now we're talking.